Today we are going to be decluttering to de-stress. Literally so much stuff in this house, it's becoming an absolute joke, and I've realised I collect furniture to make things easier when really I'm not making it easier because I'm adding furniture and it's giving me less room. So I'm actually going to start taking some furniture away and doing a tip run, and I'm going to be doing a bit of DIY. Not a lot, just a little. But it's getting to that time of year, isn't it? It's Christmas is in what, less than 2 weeks, and you know what's coming. You're going to have boxes everywhere, you're going to have wrapping paper everywhere, food wrappers galore, and bin men. You can't always rely on when the bins are going to come and whether they're going to take everything. So if you are thinking of decluttering, or you feel like your home is just literally overcrowded, now's the time to do it. Get it done now. And that's what I'm doing. So I've decided to get rid of this shelf in the kitchen. I put it here not so long ago, and I thought it would help me, but it's not. It's just becoming a dumping ground. It's also becoming a cat bunk bed where there is 4 shelves. We get all 4 of them sit on there. They each have their favourite slot, and then they just hit each other from the outside. So yeah, and what's happening? The cat fur is sticking to the tiles. So I'm going to give it a good clean over. It doesn't need a lot because it is already clean. It's just covered in a bit of cat hair. And then it's going to be nice and fresh. And I'm not going to have anything in this corner other than the bin, because yeah, and I know I need to tile that wall. I painted it to go with the rest of the kitchen, and I do need to tile it, but the reality is this is going to be covered with a double oven very, very soon. So I'm not stressing it. It's just going to stay as it is. But yeah, honestly, I've been on one. Like, the excitement to declutter has been ridiculous. Like, there is nothing better than just unraveling black bin liners. Just try it. Get a black bin liner and walk around your house. You will be amazed at how much you start chucking away, and you think to yourself, Jesus, I've got a bag full already. It's crazy. Unless you're like really like clear and you don't have like loads of clutter, then that's not going to work for you. But if you are like myself and all you do is collect and you hoard and you just leave things dotted about that aren't needed to be there because you think, oh, that's quite pretty, I like that, or yeah, I might use that one day. 2 years down the line, I still haven't used it. It's just collected dust. So yeah, I love this mop. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I love it. This mop is a dream. And yeah, I use it all the time. So I'm in the old man cave summer house. Doesn't look like a summer house. It looks like a giant shed at the moment, but it's getting there. It's a working process. It's not something that can be done immediately. And I'm hunting around for a wood cutter. Look, I found Tunis cake. It's not the one in Tesco. I really want the one in Tesco because it's the retro style like I had when I was a kid, but they're not delivering. So Sainsbury's are delivering the goods, because I went in there and they had loads of them, so I got 2. Yes, I did. Absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm doing is this chest that I've got in the front room is taking up too much room. We don't need it here. I wanted to turn it into like a Sabaton chest after Christmas, but I'd rather it went to a better home, and that is for my little oinkers. I'm so excited. So it just suddenly came to me. I was sitting on the sofa and I was like, I could cut a hole in that. I could even put a ledge in it at some point. I haven't done that in this video, but I'm thinking about it. With a very low one, because they got little legs and they can't do stories very well because they don't have enough muscles in their legs. So I'm dragging this out to the back garden, tie that bush of a hair mop up. Tie it up, woman. And I'm taking it outside. I'm so excited. I felt like a child. I've never driven to Pets at Home so quickly to get supplies in because I wanted them to have all nice fresh everything. Fresh in it all. I also got them their favourite treats. Yeah, but here I am absolutely bricking it because normally I've got Nick with me and I'm like, which one do I press? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I was doing it all by myself, so I felt quite proud. But there we go. I drew out the little doorway for them that would fit their furry little bums, and there we go. Look, that's all they need. They like dark spaces, so they've got a Simba thought he could just get in there and, you know, claim it for his own little Simba timber, but no, it's not for him. So I'm getting rid of this wiry old thing. This is going. I'm going to offer it at the tip. I will take it to the tip, and yeah, I'll see if they want to like sell it on in the tip shop. But here come my little fatties. Yes, look at them. Look how cute they are. Just indulge in their beauty. Yes, it looks like a little Bon Jovi. Anyway, do you know what we wanted to call them? Obviously after, not straight away, but we were joking the other day that it would be really funny to call them Churchill and Hitler. Yes, not very good. Just for the you know the shock horror of the vet when you take them down and say, oh, look at these guinea pigs. What are their names? Well, this one's Churchill. the white and black one, and the black one is Hitler. Yeah, can you imagine the vet's face? I can probably imagine your faces right now thinking, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. But it's all just light-hearted humour. So I've made the hole, and I'm going to vacuum out all the dust that I've created from sawing the hole. And then I'm going to put some piddle pads. Yeah, the little piddle pads with their little feetsies. Oh, they're so good. I love the feel of the guinea pig's feet, especially the black one. He's got like wiry little feet. Yeah. So I pop those down. Putting some sawdust in there. Don't normally put sawdust down because it's not the best for their lungs, but I'm putting some down to go underneath a load of hay just for extra absorption and for warmth. Yes, and then I'm going to ram it with hay, and I'm going to put their favourite dandelion sticks in there because they love them, and then they're going to have a nice little dark space where they can just hide away, be safe from Panza because she's a flipping nightmare and she likes to cuddle in their hay. And there we go, a little bit of DIY. Yes, and then I'm going to have to get changed because I'm going to the tip. I've got an obsession with brushing my hair at the moment because where my hair's naturally curly, it knots at the back. Does anybody else get this? This is why I added that in, because I wanted to remember to ask. If you've got curly hair, do you find that the back, right at the is it the nape? It just knots every single day, and it's driving me insane. Yeah, so that's why I put that there. But anyway, I'm flattening down the seats so I can get the car turned into a van, and I'm going to load it up. You want to see the amount that I've got out here. So I can't take this just yet. This is what I originally had in the front room. That can't go just yet because it will take up the whole lot, and there is so much more that I need to get down there, and I'm thinking, no, get rid of all this. Look at it. Look at all that eyesight. That is an absolute sore for the eyes, that is. So I'm just loading it up. Look, fast speed. Look at me go. Look how fast I work. Yeah, that's half burnt wood. And my hands were getting absolutely covered in that. And when I finished going to the tip, I went into Sainsbury's, and where there's nowhere to wash your hands, I'm walking into Sainsbury's, just a little local one. And I'm paying for my bits with black hands. There was nothing I could do. All I had to do was get milk. I did end up getting a bit of chocolate, but that's all I had to get was milk. The desk, I don't know if anyone remembers, had it in the boys' room, and that blue chest of drawers, they were just not usable. So, yeah, they've gone to the tip as well. So I'm putting all the wood, flat wood, at the bottom first, and then I'm going to slide everything on top of it, and then I'm going to try and downsize that massive sack into black bin liners just to make it a bit easier. It makes it easier to load the car, but it doesn't, and obviously to carry, but it doesn't make it easier when you get to the other end because you've got to keep going up and down the steps to put it into the container, which is really satisfying when you throw them over into the container and you hear it smash, but it's not great for the legs. And what happened? I had the worst foot and knee flare up last night. So I've got something new happening with my feet. Don't know if anybody knows this, but I'll ask it anyway. This is the cupboard that had spilt milk, and it absolutely stinks. You can imagine the smell. It's like rotten feet. Rotten feet, or like feet that have been rubbed in hot cheese and then had milk pour over them, hot milk, and it's just rotten. But as I was saying, feet. So my feet for the last week and a half have felt like I've been walking on the bone, like literally just the bone, like I've got no cushion in, and now they feel absolutely bruised as hell. It's like I'm walking on really bad bruises. Last night it was so bad, and I took my socks off. My right foot was icy cold, which was expected because I was cold, but my left one was bright red, burning hot to touch, and it was swollen from the end of my foot below my big toe, and it's sticking out at the side. Honestly, the pain. I took loads of photos, obviously, because I got to show the doctor, because by the time I get a doctor's appointment, I'll be absolutely perfectly fine. And I would be like, yeah, this has happened 3 times since I've been able to get an appointment. So, yeah, get that evidence in first so that I can show them and be like, what is it? What is it? It's so painful. Oh, it's so painful and so hot. Anyway, where I've taken the chest out, I had to clear up around that area and make a nice little bit of space, so the front room feels so much more. Oh, you can actually walk in there and actually have space. Space, that's what we want, especially by the Christmas tree. We're going to start putting all the Christmas presents for the boyos. Yeah. Oh, it's looking so cosy in there. It's still a mess. It won't be by the time I've finished, but we're getting there. I'm literally just looking at everything and really debating with myself as to, really, do I need this? That's what you've got to say to yourself. You've got to look at it and be like, how am I going to feel if I chuck you away? Am I going to be like really sad? If the answer is no, get rid of it. Get have it out the house, and then you'll appreciate the space and the cleanliness more than the object that you're debating whether to throw away or not. So I'm going around with a Hoover. Right? This is hilarious. So, as Nick has done in the past and pointed out that I rarely empty the Hoover. Yes, I do rarely empty the Hoover. I'm wondering why it's not sucking up so well. Normally it's making clonking noises. It's really going for it. And it's not doing it. So I tested it on my cheeks, as you do. And it wasn't sucking my cheeks very well. So I had looked and oh yeah, yes. I blocked it. It was absolutely rammed in that nozzle there. And inside the opening of the Hoover, inside the Hoover, it wasn't full. It was just the nozzle area. And I was like, oh, that's so bad. I better have a look. I was like, yeah, okay. It's not full yet. You can still do your duties. So I just popped it back on and we were raring to go again. But what did I think? I didn't think in my head to actually add the end of the Hoover so I can just vacuum like normal. I'm still going around using the nozzle, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I've not been using it because I've been wondering why it's not been hoovering. Yeah, and there I got my answer. And did I think about it? No, because I'm stupid. Anyway, feeling pretty good because I'm actually on a point of just tidying now rather than getting stuff out. Feels so much better. But I have decided with this sofa, I want to make it a little bit more cosy than what it is, mainly because everybody likes to sit on the other sofa and that's my favourite one. I like to sit on that one because it's cosy. So I'm going to try and make this one a little bit more appealing so then people will come in and want to sit on that, which I did. I put a nice little throw on the base and then I put some cushions on. Yes, everyone can go and bugger off onto that one because I like the other one under the window. I can be nosy, which I do. I can laugh at the fact that someone on the other side of the road from me, a little bit further down, but I can see it from my window. They can't park, and it's hilarious. I'm not even joking when I say they can't park. They reverse onto their driveway, and they do it. We counted the other night 15 times. Yeah, in the pitch black, backwards and forwards. I was just there with my cup of tea watching. Like, I thought I was bad. Actually, no, my reverse parking's pretty damn good. I'll give myself that. So yeah, it's dawned on me now to use the other end of the Hoover and actually hoover like a normal human being and then go around the edges as normal. But it didn't occur to me earlier and I vacuumed the whole front room floor with the nozzle. Yeah, because I'm a melon. But there we go. How's everyone getting on with their Christmas? Are they all getting set? Ready? Are they feeling festive? I'm not feeling festive, I have to say. I know it sounds very negative and very like, oh, don't be so boring. I am feeling excited for the kids. Really excited. And actually something funny happened the other day. Nick said, there's a parcel turning up. No snooping. I was like, okay. Anyway, he was out at work. I'm just putting my face on because I'm going to pick up the kids from school. You know, making a little bit of an effort before I leave the house looking like an absolute sight. Anyway, this parcel turned up, didn't it? And I just giggled. I giggled because I recognised the packaging. Look at Panzer. Bless her heart. I recognise the packaging. And I know that it's from Sabaton's website. Sabaton, wearing the Sabaton t-shirt. It's looking nice and festive for when the kids come home from school. So they come home, the heating's on, it's nice and warm and cosy. I've brought snacks in. Yeah, I've got all their little favourite snacks because, you know, the first thing they do when they come in is say, I'm hungry, what's there to eat? Yeah. So it's all looking nice and clear down here. But anyway, yeah, that parcel was definitely from Sabaton's website. So, yeah. One might be getting something from Sabaton. But this is the kitchen. And I was starting to get a lot of pain after doing the school run. So I decided I'll do it tomorrow anyway. I had a night from hell. This is the next day. And I'm in my PJs. And I don't care. I'm not even joking when I say I take my kids to school sometimes in the car, in my pyjamas. If anything happened where I had to get out of the car, everyone's going to see me in my pyjamas and my dressing room. Yeah. Yes. Do I care? Not really, you know. Not really. When you actually think about the process of the morning and the hell that you go through and the fact that you've barely even got time to have a wee and wipe, you know, you're lucky, then yeah, I don't care. So I'm sorting out this because this has become a joke. You can't even fit anything in it. It's getting to the point where now we're just literally balancing stuff on top of it. So I'm going to have a little sort through and I'm going to take some of the cake mixing stuff out. Anything that's to do with baking cakes or any kind of baking is coming out of there. That's just for cooking dinners. And I'm going to do a whole baking basket. Plus, we're going to be doing a lot of baking coming up because it's Christmas. And I don't know about anyone else, but if you want to get yourself a nice chocolate Swiss roll during the year, it's about £1.60. But come Christmas, it's like, let's stick a fiver on that and call it a Yule log. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not falling for the Christmas packaging when it's no different throughout the year. So why chuck a fiver on it? We're going to bake our own, we're going to do our own brownies, cakes and all that, you know. It's so much more fun, and the kids will absolutely love it. So this cupboard here has become so cluttered, this makes me feel miserable. Every time I go to cook dinner, I don't want to, mainly because of this cupboard, I'm not going to lie. So I'm pulling everything out. Look at the amount of stuff I'm pulling out that small space. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I've literally just been chucking. It's got to a point where I've just chucked stuff in there now. I don't even know what's at the back. So I'm trying to pull it all out, make myself feel better, and have a little look and see what I've got, what we need, and be realistic. I'm going to give it a clean. It's not too bad, just a little spillage on the bottom corner there, and I'm just going to give it a wipe over. And then I'm going to put back only the things that we need. But I'm not going to put the baking stuff back in here because that's going to go in the baskets. Yeah, look at me go. Oh, I'm feeling so good about it. Look at that. Look at that dust. Look at it. And then we're going to spray it with some black cherry fabulosa and give it nice and fresh in there. And it does smell very nice. Yes, I really like that one. I do really like that. I imagine if you used it all the time, like absolutely everywhere, it would get a bit too much because it's very sweet. But it's nice just to have every now and again. It smells very much like those dark cherry car fresheners. Like, it's quite intense. So I wouldn't use it everywhere. I've given it a clean and now I'm sorting through it all. Look at the state of me. Look at that. But anyway, yeah, that basket there I'm going to use for putting all the baking stuff in. So it's going to be easier to find. And when it comes to let's make a cake or something, everything is in that basket. So there's no messing around pulling out pans and baking trays and stuff like that. We know exactly where it is. It just makes the little things a little bit more easier. So I'm trying to organise and put stuff back. I've got a coffee machine in there that doesn't even work. So why have I got it in there? Because I say to myself, oh, I might find what the problem is. I'll just put it back in there. No. They're so cheap now, just go and flip and buy another one. And not only that, do I ever use it when it was working? No, but look at it now. Look. Oh, it makes me happy. I've just checked in the cat food tray to realise I need to go and get some pouches, so back down Sainsbury's I go. Anyway, do you know what? I should never complain about the prices of Sainsbury's because I practically live in there. I live in Sainsbury's to the point where I should be paying them rent. The amount of times I'm in there and how long I spend in there, and I'm always connecting to their Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, it's open. How long's it open? Do you remember when they used to be open 24/7? Was it Tesco's open 24/7? I used to go midnight shopping. Flipping loved that. I could have moved in. What are they going to do? Kick you out? What are they going to say? You've been in here longer than like 2 hours. You need to leave? No. Could have moved in, slept in the toilets, used the toilet facilities, live rent-free and use their Wi-Fi. Happy days. So I am moving the cat stuff down to the bottom of this cupboard, and in there is all the bottles, like the kids' water bottles, juice bottles and all that, and that basket fits absolutely perfect. So I'm going to keep all my cleaning products back under here because I've just been leaving them all over the worktops. And I'm going to start making space. Still got a Halloween thing there. What's that about? Who's still got Halloween stuff on their worktops when it's Christmas time? Halloween's had its moment. I put those back. Little things, look, not putting things in their place makes such a difference. But where I'm constantly on the go, I don't always keep on top of it. And the thing is, when you've got so much clutter around you and you're constantly battling the clutter that's not needed, you're neglecting the clutter that is needed. So it makes sense to just crack on. I'm feeling really good about it. I know I've only done the front room and the kitchen, but I already feel really, really good. I know for the amount of times I chuck stuff out of this house. I literally said this to Nick the other day. I said, how do we get so much stuff that I end up going to the tip at least once a month? I just don't think it's normal because I'm not bringing all this stuff in. I'm not bringing new stuff into the house, so I just don't get it. Why is this happening? But anyway, just giving the worktops a clean over because I'm rearranging them all. Where I've taken the shelf away, I now need to find a home for the toaster. I think I'm going to pop it in the corner there. The toaster we use all the time. All day. If it's not toast, it's pain au chocolats going in there. So yeah, get the toaster somewhere accessible, even for the kids, because they're always making toast. And the sandwich maker, I'm going to slide down the back of the, or down the side of the air fryer. Yeah, because that's not always used. It's only every now and again I really feel like a cheese toasty. I'm like, oh. It's one of those things where you don't really eat them until you suddenly think of it and you're like, oh, I need one of those right now. Quickly unload the dishwasher so I can put everything away on the worktops, and I am on it. Literally on it, to the point normally when I load the dishwasher, and turn it on. I've still got stuff that don't fit on the top because it's just piling up. No, I can literally hunt around and see what I want to add to it. I am really, oh, look at me go. Look at me go. I even charged that Hoover as well, which I haven't done in ages. Charged it because it's so much easier just to whip that bad boy out. Yes, give everything a nice little scrub. Knowing that everything's clean and organised makes me feel so much happier. So much happier. And then when I go like food Christmas shopping, it's not going to be like, oh God, I've got nowhere to put everything. There's just no room. There's no room. I do need to go into the cupboards, actually, the food cupboards, and have a little sort out in there. I wonder if there's anything out of date. Quite possibly. Well, I'll have a little look around in there at some point, but we're getting there. Yes. Does anybody else do this just for Christmas? Just declutter. It's lovely. There we go. Look how much better it looks. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you to everyone who's joined this channel. I'm so grateful, and I will see you all lovely people in my next one. Look at the space I've got until the double oven arrives. Look. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.